what's up, and welcome to the No Bullshit Manifestation Show. I'm your host, Kat Kozad, manifestation expert, money mindset and fulfillment coach, and multiple six-figure entrepreneur. Come sit with me while I spill the real tea on what it's like to practice using intentional manifestation, demystify all of the woo-woo and confusing bullshit that comes along with creating the life of your dreams, and give you a realistic view of what it's like to be on a personal, spiritual, and professional growth journey. The goal of this podcast is to support and guide you towards manifesting all of your dreams, shed light on the things that people are too scared to talk about, and encourage you to become the person who gets to have it all, be it all, and do it all. I am so happy you are here. Let's fucking do this thing. What's up, loves? Welcome back to another episode of the No Bullshit Manifestation Show. I'm so happy to be back and recording podcast episodes. I just got super sick, so there was a week without any podcast episodes, so thank you for being patient with me. I completely lost my voice and basically slept for 6 days straight. I literally did nothing except for sleep, eat a little bit, tried to go outside a few times, but ultimately felt dizzy and tired and just slept. So there was no podcast episodes out while I was taking care of myself and just doing what I needed to do, which was rest. But with coming back on, I wanted to do something fun for this podcast episode and do something a little different than we normally do here on the No Bullshit Manifestation Show. And that is a money manifestation challenge. And this is going to be fun and different because it's not actually me explaining different concepts. It's going to be me literally challenging you, if you are choosing to listen to this podcast episode, to follow the steps that I'm going to teach you inside of this podcast episode that will help you manifest money. And so the rules for this challenge are to follow, as I say in the podcast episode. You can take notes, grab a journal, write this down, because this is literally the exact process that you can follow to manifest money in your life. And when the money manifests into your life, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. The next rule is that you have to send me a message on Instagram so that we can celebrate the fuck out of you and be so excited about the fact that you just created evidence for the fact that you are incredibly powerful at manifesting money into your life. And the third rule is that by me doing this podcast episode and giving you this process that I give to my paid clients, you then have to share it with the people in your life that are wanting to manifest money as well, or that you know are wanting to get into manifestation, or you want them to get into manifestation and they are ready to manifest the money into their lives, because there can be massive impact through this one podcast episode and by you choosing to follow the steps inside of it. So without a further ado, like I said, I'm going to give you the exact process that you need to manifest money into your life. This is the process that I teach to my paid clients. And obviously there's other things that go into making manifestation completely effortless. And that's what I teach inside of the Abundant AF Babe Academy. But this is a huge piece of it, especially if you've never manifested money before, or if money manifestation is completely new to you and you want the steps and the guides of how to start to make this happen, then this podcast episode is going to be it for you. So first things first, we have to set the intention of how much money you want to manifest. So there is a distinct difference between sitting, waiting, wishing, wanting money and setting the intention to manifest money. And the difference is that when you're sitting, waiting, wishing, wanting, you have this non-belief around it. It's not something that you're really ready to take action on. It's something that would be nice, but like not really putting the effort in to manifest that money. Whereas when you're setting the intention to manifest something, that means that you are energetically declaring that, and you're going to start to align your energy, your effort, your thoughts, your vibration with manifesting that thing into your life. It takes more action than just sitting, waiting, wishing, wanting. So setting an intention of how much money that you want to manifest can look like you actually writing this down in a notebook, writing down how much money you're wanting to manifest and kicking off the manifestation process with that action step of you choosing to journal it. Or if journaling doesn't feel aligned to you, you can also do this mentally, but I definitely suggest as you are getting into the manifestation process and this money manifestation thing is new to you, to write it down, because the more that you have the capability to be in control of the way that you are wording things and being very clear and intentional with the way that you're laying it out onto a piece of paper is going to help you streamline your energy to help you then attract and manifest the money that you're wanting into your life. So set the intention to manifest a specific amount of money. So what I typically suggest when you start off with your money manifestation journey is to set the intention to manifest an amount of money that feels believable to you. And the reason that we want something that's believable or doable is because this will then signal to your subconscious mind that, like, yeah, of course, this is doable. Like, I can make this happen. Let's say, like, if it's $5 for you, or if it's $10, $20, $100, it's going to be different for everybody. But check in with yourself as you're setting the intention. If $5 feels doable and then $100 doesn't, we don't want to go with $100 for this challenge. We want to go with the thing that feels very doable. And as you continue to use this process and as you continue to manifest more money into your life, obviously you can scale that up. What I like to call this is the ladder of believability. So you're essentially starting at the bottom peg of that ladder, and you're starting with something, like I said, that feels very believable. It feels very doable. And once that money then manifests, you can take it up to the next peg on the ladder, and then the next, so on and so forth, to scale this up to the place where you're manifesting money that right now feels as though, how the fuck would that ever happen? But at some point will feel very believable and very doable, because essentially what we attract and manifest into our lives is what we believe with absolute certainty. So a lot of people, when they start their manifestation journey, they want to just immediately manifest $1 million. They want to manifest a lottery win. They want to manifest something like that. But their subconscious minds aren't on board with the fact that, like, they're capable of doing that. So therefore, they don't attract and manifest the money that they're wanting. They don't believe manifestation's real. When in reality, the thing is that you're going to manifest what you believe with absolute certainty. And this is where, like I was saying at the beginning of this podcast episode, is like, yes, I give this process to my paid clients, but we also work through all of the different limiting beliefs and different energetic shifts that you can make so that you're naturally attracting and manifesting so much more abundance into your life than $5, $20, something like that. Not to say that, like, that's not incredible and that's, like, not something that you should celebrate the fuck out of yourself for, because you absolutely should and absolutely will by following this process. But I can imagine if you're listening to this podcast, you want to manifest the dream life. You want it all. You want to live this big, beautiful life that you dream of having for yourself, whatever that looks like. And when there's different limiting beliefs or blockages that are in the way that are stopping you from it, then it can be challenging to get that to that place without doing the inner work and without the guidance of somebody who's already walked that path. But for this process, I don't want you to worry about that. Like I've said a bajillion times now, what we're focusing on is finding an amount of money that you feel comfortable with, something that feels believable, something that feels doable, and using that as your intention of how much money that you are going to manifest. And for the sake of this example, I'm going to use $10. So you set the intention to manifest $10. Second thing that you are going to do with this is attach some sort of why to that $10, to the money that you are manifesting. And the reason that you're attaching some sort of why to it is because you want to give that money some sort of meaning, some sort of purpose for it to attract and manifest into your life. So for, let's say, $10, the why around that could be so that you can buy yourself and your friend coffee, so that you can go to the grocery store and grab that extra thing that you normally don't grab for yourself, so that you can give somebody $10 for gas money, or you can put $10 in savings. Whatever it is, the why is going to be different, once again, for everybody, because this is all very unique to you. So just be clear on like what the why is for you. And as you continue to climb up that ladder of believability and you are manifesting larger and larger sums of money, the why is going to change. So know that it's great for you to, like I've said, start at that bottom peg on the ladder and start to climb your way up as you are starting to create the belief and the evidence of the fact that this is something that you are capable of doing. So that is your second step. You're attaching some sort of why, some sort of meaning to why you are choosing to manifest this money into your life. Third thing that you are going to do is feel into the emotion and into the gratitude of already receiving this money. So if the money had already manifested, you probably feel some level of excitement and gratitude for the fact that you just manifested some money. So what you're going to do is feel into that energy, feel into the emotion, feel into the gratitude of already receiving it and being able to spend that money in the way that you want to. And feel that in your body as much as you possibly can, and hold yourself in that energy for as long as you possibly can. Because essentially what that's going to do is put you into vibrational alignment with already receiving it. So essentially, when you are manifesting something into your life, the goal is to get into alignment with whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest on a vibrational level. And so once again, our $10 example, if you were to find $10 somewhere, somebody give you $10, you receive it in some sort of way, there would be gratitude and excitement for the fact that you intentionally set this amount of money that you wanted to manifest, and here it is. Like, that is exciting. I remember the first time I manifested money intentionally and I was like, holy shit, this works. So feel into that emotion, because it's going to shift the vibrational field that you're in right now and what you're attracting and manifesting into your life because of it, and shift you into alignment vibrationally with the money that you are attracting and manifesting into your life. And then fourth, from that step, what you're going to do is embody the version of yourself who's already manifested it. So what I mean by this is that the version of you who's already manifested it, yes, they'd feel grateful. Yes, they'd feel excited. Yes, they'd feel those emotions, but they wouldn't make a massive deal about it. They wouldn't like put it on this pedestal and create this like big story about it. They wouldn't constantly be worrying or wondering when it's going to show up. They wouldn't be trying to solve that and figure it out and control it and stress it and all of the things. They would just be open to receiving it. And they would just know that it was part of their reality. It's just something that they get to receive simply by being themselves. So through that, getting into the embodiment and the energy of the version of yourself who's already received it, one of the biggest things that I see with people who are wanting to manifest more money into their lives, or honestly anything into their lives, is that they get so hung up on, okay, how is this going to show up? When is it going to show up? up, trying to control it, trying to figure out all of the different ways. And that's super detrimental to the manifestation process because, one, when you are focused on how and when something's going to show up in your life, it doesn't put you in like the energy of gratitude and the energy of excitement and joy, because you're kind of stressing out. You're like worrying and wondering and controlling, and like that doesn't hold the vibration of what you're wanting to manifest into your life. As well as the fact that there are infinite amounts of ways that this money could show up that majority of people, I'm going to go out there and say everybody, doesn't even know how it could show up. Like, we are so conditioned in our society to believe that there's only certain ways that money can show up in our lives, and it's a fucking lie, because money is infinite, just as air is, just as energy is, because money is energy, just like the air that we breathe is energy. So therefore, money can show up in infinite ways. And when you limit yourself to thinking like, oh, okay, well, money could only show up this way, and this way, then you're cutting yourself off energetically from the infinite amounts of ways that that money could show up. So in this challenge, in this process, it is your duty to stay open and receptive to however this money is going to show up, not attaching to a certain way or what it has to look like or any of those things. Truly staying open to how this money is going to show up. And that's how you really be in the embodiment of the version of yourself who's already received the money and doesn't make a big deal of it. Which then lastly leads into our final step, which is going about your normal life while being open and receptive to signs of guidance, different opportunities, different conversations, different things popping up and showing up in your life. And if you know about manifestation, this is the quote unquote let it go part of the manifestation process. And like I was saying with releasing the how and when, this ties it into it. But a lot of the times what I see with people when they're choosing to manifest money into their lives is that they are either so consumed and obsessed with the money showing up that they kind of block it because they're creating so much resistance and so much pressure and tension around receiving their manifestation, or they are so tuned out to what is going on around them that they literally miss their manifestation. And I want to point this out because in today's day and age, with all the technology that we have and us constantly being glued to our phones or a screen of some sort, you miss a lot of the things that you're manifesting when that is your reality. So as you are going about your day-to-day life, make it your goal to stay as aware and as present with yourself and with your experience as you possibly can, because the things that you are then energetically opening yourself up to by being present is going to send that vibration out into the universe and attract back not only the money that you're wanting to manifest, but so much more abundance by choosing to be more present and more aware of what is going on your day-to-day basis, and not just constantly being glued and in the autopilot of looking at phones, stressing about work, just constantly like all of the chatter, all of the noise, all of the things that we just so naturally slip into. Allowing yourself to really, really bring your focus into being present is going to completely change your life and help you manifest this money. And just like I said at the beginning of this episode, if you follow this process, it's not a matter of if the money is going to show up, it's a matter of when. And releasing that when is going to allow you to become so much more of a clear channel to manifest that money into your life. And if you're wanting to take this full process through the manifestation process, two things. One, I'm going to link down below my intention setting guidebook. Super powerful resource if you don't already have it, to see the intention setting process in an actual written format so that you can plug and play your manifestation into it and really see what you can do and what you can shift in your vibration to become a clear channel to receive that manifestation. And what I would ultimately suggest if you're journaling about this is to write it out, set the intention of what it is that you're choosing to manifest, and say within that, like, universe, I'm so grateful for the fact that I manifested $10. Thank you so much. I'm going to use it to do XYZ, because that's putting your manifestation into the present tense, into the past tense as well, of either happening now or has already happened, which then is going to help the subconscious mind get on board with the fact that this is already something that is a part of your reality, because our subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So when you're journaling and you're putting it in the present or past tense for something that right now is like quote unquote yet to manifest into your physical reality, then that's going to allow your subconscious mind to get on board with the fact that this is something that you can believe. And just like I was saying earlier, what we believe with absolute certainty is what we manifest into our physical realities. So that is super helpful. This is also called scripting for anybody who is new to manifestation. So this money challenge that you're doing, write it out in your journal, get excited about it, feel into that gratitude, get into that emotional state, thank the universe, create this sense of gratitude and excitement around it. And through that, and then following these steps of embodying the version of yourself who's already manifested it, and then going about your day-to-day life, being open and receptive to signs of guidance, different opportunities, all of the different ways that money can come into your life, then this money will 110% manifest. So, like I said, when it manifests, one of the rules is that you have to message me on Instagram and let me know. My Instagram handle, if you're not already following me, is @CatCozad. It's also going to be listed down below in the show notes. So go connect with me over on Instagram. And I'm so fucking excited to celebrate you when this money comes in. And I'm super excited that you have this process as well for you to then start to climb that ladder of believability and manifest more and more money into your life. But that's all that I have for you on this podcast episode. Go manifest that money, honey. I'm sending you all of my love, and I'll chat with you on the next episode. Oh my gosh, thank you for listening to today's episode. I am so grateful to have these no bullshit talks with you. If you enjoyed today's episode or the podcast as a whole, please spread the love by leaving me a review on iTunes or sharing the podcast with others. This is how I will be able to spread more of these good vibes and be able to make more of an impact on the lives of others. And if you're not already part of all of the goodness and communities that I have to offer, check out the show notes. I have links to the different ways that I can support you on your manifestation journey and help you live a life full of more money, fulfillment, and freedom. But that is all for now. So big love and hugs, and I will chat with you soon, babe.